Hello again everyone, Melth here, with more of my Baldur's Gate 3 challenge run, details of which are in the YouTube video description. This time I'll be doing the gigantic battle against the Absolute's army right before the final fights against the brain itself. Should be a ton of fun. I remember enjoying this one quite a lot on my first few runs of the game. Watch out for spoilers throughout this run. Alright, so I have backtracked a bit with my whole party from this side path where we did the semi-secret fight against the Death Knight in the sewers and so forth. I think we are now all ready to go into that courtyard where an army awaits us. It's a neat battle, both in that it's a cool environment full of different enemies that call for different tactics against them, and it's also full of interesting, enjoyable callbacks to enemies that we've fought before throughout the game. We'll see some Zealots of the Absolute from Act 2, we'll see some Goblin guys from Act 1, I mean they're not much of a threat, but still, Illithid Arcanists are new, we'll be seeing just kind of a mix of enemies from Acts 1, 2, and 3 all together, which I just found to be an enjoyable way for one of the humongous ending battles to go, I would say. It's going to be tricky to pull them all into one fight, because there's not just these foes here and up on the balconies and so forth around us and behind us, though there are plenty of people there already. There's also a force up there that's not even visible, including a spectator, a whole bunch more mind flayers over there. Yeah, those ones are at least visible walking back and forth. I think also on this side there's more mind flayers and some flying ghouls maybe. A lot of enemies. So finding ways to pull them all into one fight will be pretty tricky. I'll need to use a lot of movement on it, I think. Now, who is my backmost skeleton, and where are they in initiative order? Can't check it? Okay. What about you? What I'm thinking about essentially is I want to set up a haste spore grenade such that most of my guys can benefit from it while walking forward. And yeah, Gale, you too. Okay, great. Yeah, we're gonna activate the haste spore grenade, and then we'll be all ready to use it. I think also we should use a potion of flying to double our main people's movement speed here. Okay, there we are. So we have flight on our main people now. And let's see, up there we've got goblins. We could probably slay a lot of those, maybe all of them, with a Circle of Death from Karlach. Are we able to target up there? Now they're out of sight. Can we get them to be in sight in some way? I don't want to spend too much movement speed walking backward if I don't need to. So perhaps I'll advance a little bit like that. You know, it occurs to me I must watch out. That Illithid Arcanist can do Counterspell. Although, of course, I can spam out those free Circles of Death, I wouldn't want to end up losing my cast for no reason if it's avoidable, right? Okay, how can I get sight of that person? There's got to be a way without just flying up there, right? In any case, it sounds like that means that I should probably get Minthara, who's one of my fastest people, to stand over there and apply some Aura of Murder to these guys. Are you in it? You are. Okay. And then that probably means that we can have Gale get over there and shoot off an arrow of many targets, dealing hopefully catastrophic damage to several of them. And once the Arcanist is down, then it should be free to cast spells at will. Sorry, Will. I like you, but we're gonna have to kill you anyway. Alright.
I thirst for combat.
He'd have disadvantage on the attack of opportunity, so we could do that to set up for a probable triple kill. But, you know what? A Deva might be a good choice for this too, actually. My Devas have Bloodlust and so forth, so I wonder if he can stop a Wrathful Smite with Counterspell. There's some chance he can, so I'll just go for a generic attack. Okay, now we don't need to worry about that. The reason I wanted to do it this way was that Now Gale will be free to use his powerful arrows on other foes that are clustered together. Devas just have strong single target attacks, of course. So this is a good use case for them. Now who's the Inquisitor who's breaking up my initiative? That one. Okay. Minthara, do you have enough movement? Yeah, you can get over there. Minthara has that dash ability too that doubles speed, so we might be using some of that on her. The main thing she does for the team, really, is just go around applying Aura of Murder to people. Alright. Yeah, can we take out that one in one shot with the right ability? We might be able to. If I fire off a Dread Ambusher shot, yeah, I can fly a little closer if I need to. If I get over there, I might be in reach of that ghoul, which would be a little bit of a nuisance. Probably okay. Is there a better way to do it, though? I've got these skeletons. They don't have that many better things to do than shoot at someone who they have Aura of Murder against. Getting a high ground bonus could be good, but the fact of the matter is they're on low ground, and that's not likely to really change. So this might be a good use. Take out that Inquisitor. And we'll have them, remain hereabouts in the vicinity of the haste spore grenade.
I thirst for combat.
I really should have started off with one of these birds, actually. That would have been a better idea. A lot of summons to keep track of. A lot of tactics to consider. Okay, yeah, that's good. Maybe we'll work on this Mistress of Souls over there and apply a blind to that one, too. Or maybe not. Either way. We do also need to kill off that winged horror. Those are also disrupting us, Yeah, actually all of these guys are becoming a nuisance. They've all got to die. That is probably a job for Gale and Minthara, I think. Maybe Gale will shoot off his Dread Ambusher shot. Good chance to just kill. No? Okay. Well, I do have another Deva that could be a good finisher there. Alright, then we've got 2 hits to swing at this winged horror and get it out of our way. Nice, okay. One less person disrupting our initiative.
Fresh orders?
So there's that one and that one. And then, the ogre's in the way too. Alright, looks like we've got to clear out a lot of guys before everyone is free to go, essentially. But we also need to watch out, we'll be aggroing more foes over there as we eventually advance. Okay, well, this cluster of guys near that oil barrow is also kind of tempting for that reason, isn't it? So, yes, I will fly up there and see what we can do, now that we don't need to worry about being blocked by that one mind flare. Yeah, I see a red glow in someone over there. That looks promising, right? No, it was lying to me. It's just these guys. That hits me. That hits them. Does that, can I get a significant number of people up there? Not really. Okay, well, maybe in fact a lightning bolt is the best option then. 8 targets. That is just the 8 goblins. So we could Destructive Wrath, but we might be able to get a good chain lightning out of that if we don't. We'll just incinerate all of those guys instead. Do we want to have her throw a smoke powder bomb or something like that over there? That's a decent option if she can do it. Not enough movement. I think we do probably want to do a dash with her. Doesn't have a lot of options otherwise. And yeah, smoke powder bomb, given there's also bombs there, is probably a good option. Decent chance to finish off multiple targets. That was horrible damage to the Mind Flayer. It must not have gotten hit by some of those blasts. Okay, so that Inquisitor's still alive, but got knocked back over there. We still need to take out that one to free up some more people. This is probably an error of many targets opportunity.
I don't fancy their chances.
If I stand up there, I'll be standing in fire, but I'll also be standing on high ground. There we go, they have been aggroed. Here I am. And we should get Minthara in on the action. More people are aggroing, it sounds like, one by one. We are trying to get everyone pulled into one fight here. Oh right, there's still a person alive over there. Whoops. Okay. You have a pretty good chance to hit that person, right? Yeah, that's not bad. We could maybe up the odds with a bird blinding or something like that. But I think going for the Mistress of Souls is probably more important. Nice. Do we also want to get a blind in over there? We should try it, at least. Okay. I'm also looking, of course, for AoE blast opportunities with their Ice Storm. I think I see a decent one over there. So that's probably what my pick is going to be for this Myrmidon. Oh, they're going to say it's blocked, are they? Ugh. Okay, well I can't attack you, but that wasn't my plan anyway. Well, I guess you don't have anything to do because you're a melee person, so go up there and bonk that guy. Twice. We do also have one more bird can help, so yeah, I'll get that in there and try that. You flew through the cloud without benefiting from it. Okay. We'll fly back toward the cloud to benefit from it next turn, because I do expect there to be a next turn. That did, incidentally, free up Minthara to fly away with no attack of opportunity. So, we will now fly her in over there. And perhaps then we can... Yeah, who needs the Aura of Murder? If we give it to you and... that guy's needs it too, yeah, ideally. It looks like we can't give it to both at once. Unfortunate. We'll go like that. And we will fire away with an arrow of many targets. if I shoot this front one, I think the chance of it bouncing to the others is quite high. Okay. Still alive. I probably want to have Gale take down the Spectator, which is sort of the biggest threat that's still left alive over there. There are also those guys. That might be an error of many targets, opportunity 2. I
won't give in.
Well, that was a waste of movement. You want to use the haste spores that you're standing in? Okay. Can I get a hex onto you? Yes. Now, per the new honor mode features, spectators are supposed to have some buffs that punish you for going near them and so forth. As you might remember, my run actually began before honor mode existed, so I used a mod to add honor mode features to it. But that mod does not, as far as I'm aware, include new features for spectators. So I will stay out of its range anyway and treat it as if it had that feature, but that's why it doesn't. Okay. Is one more triple blast they're gonna get you? Yep. Okay. Biggest enemy down. Blowing up those Nautiloid tanks will blow up the goblins. Who's even left among the enemy? There's the two guys near the beginning that are just kind of loitering above us. And there's some guys over here. And there might be a mind flayer there. I'm not sure if it's actually in combat yet. No, it's not in combat yet. And I believe also there's like, I don't know, a guy or two over there. Yeah, that's a long way away. I'm not sure I can actually pull those in this turn. We'll see. Well, I think first of all, skeletons should work on these absolutists here. That's their obvious target. Shield. That is going to make that significantly trickier for sure. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll have skeletons work on that target. Can't shield. Does have death ward, but can't shield. Isn't blinded though. Still, yeah, the chances are comparable. We'll go for that one.
My victims await.
Nice one. Well, my other water myrmidon has almost wasted its turn because it wouldn't let me do the ice blast against anyone. Do I have a way to ice blast like those guys or something? Just to do anything of value. Seemingly not. I really must just waste this guy's turn. That is very unfortunate. There's my best summons, pretty much.
My victims await.
It's a normal range. What about you? Same thing. Yeah, we'll go for it.
Fresh orders?
Well, I know one thing that shield doesn't help with, and that's ice breath. Not that it does a ton of damage, but, you know. shield's no good against it, so that counts for something. No, I don't want to walk back down the ladder I climbed up. I want to stay up here. Thank you very much. That was pretty terrible. Okay. This air elemental has good abilities. With shield, what is his chance to hit you? I know that this air blast will work regardless, which is great. 88%, yeah, I'm willing to accept 88%. Oh man, it didn't work. Okay. Okay, well that part did. We've got those goblins. Up there, there. Not these ones over here, apparently. We could pretty easily just launch a bomb and kill those guys. That might be the right play there. Those ones weren't the ones I needed, I just wanted to shoot those ones too. Okay, that should free up more guys. And then we'll fly Minthara over here, so Gale can work on that trio. Gale's got a lot of shots left. Maybe an offhand against this one is a justified expense. Doesn't finish it, but softens it up pretty well. And we'll give you an error of many targets. Okay, save, it's fine. %, versus you, 55% versus you. What is it versus 75%? I guess that's the one to go for. I do like my odds there. Okay, we'll try that. All right, that one is down. So that leaves 2 injured Mind Flayers, a critically injured Adept, the Winged Horror, and like 2 other guys that are way off and will be hard to aggro, really. Who's left to deal with them? I think the birds are basically out of it. We've got the Dryad. Dryad could do something like spike growth you up there, and then if you move it all to do anything, you'll just die repeatedly. But actually, no, apparently we can't do that. What's your saving throw? 16. I mean, it's not awful. I do get 2 tries. That might be a good use of the Dryad's turn. If we can entangle a melee guy, he's effectively dead. We can ignore him. I guess I only get 1 tries because I have to run over here first. No. Alright.
Ready for battle.
So there's been Thar, but she's got nothing left in the tank. There is you. I guess we'll finish that Mind Flayer. Okay.
Let me strike.
Ballista still has, I think, an action, but not a lot of movement. And of course there's Orpheus. Orpheus is my one chance to pull in the other guys, is why I've kind of been saving him. Which is not obviously tactically optimal, but for maximum challenge I want to do that. So I will fly him over there and we'll see if we can Mind Blast or otherwise take out those guys after pulling them into the fight. Three guys left. Okay. Okay. So a Mind Blast is going to have a not great chance to work on a Mind Flayer, but not horrible, I don't think. Yeah, +7. What is your save DC going to be? It's got to be okay. Do we have better options? We could black hole them. I think we'll try the Mind Blast first. We'll see if it works on some of them. Okay, there's just that one left, basically. These guys might as well be dead. Because we'll have the whole army have time to come over and just wreck them next time. We could even eat their brains, I guess, if we wanted to, right? Yeah, massive damage if we did that. But we have better options. Ah, it saved against that. That is unfortunate. If it had failed, I wouldn't have needed to worry about it. What was its saving throw chance there? Got a 9. It rolled a 17. It has plus. Oh, it's an intelligence saving throw against it. So 55%. Do we have a better option? Fierce Power of the Stakes, Fracture Psyche. That's a punishing blow to their armor class. What about... Do I have Terrazol to spare? If I have a Terrazol I can burn here... Now, I only have one. I might want to save that for the final fight, which is tougher than this. Okay, are you the only target I can go for? I think you are. Oh, it's not going to let me go for you. I'm concentrating on Hex, but that's not important. I could do a high-level Cloud of Daggers or something like that. He'll eat it twice. Okay, on average, he's dead.
Your command.
Mistra Rill.
On your command.
I guess there's us. Now, us is always a failure. But maybe this time us will manage to land a hit. There's always a possibility. Oh wait, I've also got technically Shovel. I wouldn't want to abuse Shovel here for like the walking well outside of turn-based mode, but I technically could have Shovel run all the way up there and finish that one off. I think I'll avoid doing that. Do you have any movement left? Yeah, you have movement at least. You can use that to do something like just sort of lurk there. And if she casts a spell, you should be able to finish her with your reaction, I think.
Got it.
Okay. We've got plenty of movement speed to get out of here if we can just give these guys a black hole that finishes them. Or slows him, I mean. There we are. Alright. He's slowed, so that should pretty well spoil his turn. If I now fly out of here using my superior movement speed, I think we've pretty much got them. That one is stunned and will be easily finished next time. That one should be blendered to death by the combination of Cloud of Daggers plus Cold of the Weak. That one can do something but should get bumped off immediately by Karlach's reaction. Then it'll revive but not be able to do much. I think that's about the best that I can do for this one initial round. It would have been funny if the attack opportunity finished it. Nope. Oh, wow, that... I think that's impossible, actually. I don't know how it could conceivably have taken only 2 psychic damage from casting a 4th level spell when it should be taking a d4 per level. So... yeah, what is that? They got a hit on me. Psychic resistance times 4 plus 1... okay, so it doesn't actually roll 4d4, so it just rolls 1 and multiplies it by 4, and I got a 1. Alright. So that's how that happened. Well, that's unfortunate. They got to do 1 of damage to me. I was hoping they'd get absolutely nothing.
Want another?
Okay. We should probably ungroup everyone so no one goes running through fire. And we'll get reorganized after this battle ends. So we've got the Inquisitor and we've got the Mind Flayer, and that guy didn't get blundered to death, but he's close to it. Maybe I'll turn off the blender. You don't look like the kind of Mind Flayer that could do anything to me here. No counter spells for you. Oh, people got dropped out of the fight because they're so far away from the last surviving enemy. That's fine. Well, not bad. Wiped out them all, pulled them into one fight, dealt with almost all of them in a single round, and one of them had a chance to do 1 turn. Maybe could have been a little more perfect there, but that's a pretty darn good outcome, I think. So, we now do want to get people grouped up as the fire subsides, and then I believe if we go through this door, no, maybe not that door. No, that's the door that is where the Death Knight battle thing dumps you out. Through here, we'll then go outside. There'll be actually a Nautiloid shooting at us. That's our next little encounter. What is that green glowing thing there? I mean, obviously the machine that normally lets you use those is back in Act 2. I am vaguely curious if there's any way to use it whatsoever. A pair of random goblins with 9 HP or something over there, they would not have added much to that fight. I think there are some civilians you can free there, and they give you some kind of buff.
Go out there, Robin. I heard it. We'll never make it.
Well, we can't just stay in here until we rot, can we?
Shut it, both of you! I hear someone. Oh, God. I knew the blasts were getting closer. We should open up. It's the quickest way out.
Guess it's better than dying under a pile of rubble.
I don't know about that. A Mind Flayer is probably going to do something worse to you than just being crushed under rubble, but luckily they're all dead out here.
Robin, it's someone.
No, what? He's not even close to me.
Just like that. You're not going to suck our brains out.
Don't question it, Tilly. Just go.
Alright, I think you get something for that, but I forget what it is.
Seems simple enough.
Okay, well, I do hate ladders, so let's get back down there before anyone else tries to climb up. And make sure we're not leaving anyone behind. Looks like the gang's all here. I suppose I might as well try to find some use for this. There's not many chances to knock people off of things anymore. You've got... we might as well give you Coal of the Week, I guess.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together. If not over, then through.
I remember when the game just let you climb up and down ladders. That was nice. Now you have to wait in line for it and it takes forever.
Part of the nether brain. Will need to be highly.
I know it was silly to have people climbing up at the same time before, but it saved so many nuisance waits, so I think it was worth it. I guess we'll finish off that random intellect devourer. I don't think there's anything else significant up here. Oh, am I wrong? I thought there was the other path leads us to anything significant whatsoever, and this was a dead end. Maybe that's wrong. Well, we just need to get over to the brain stem somewhere on this path. But I'm completely out of formation for it, so, we'll see how we go. Also, it used to be, interestingly, you could target people in the... Oh, you still can. So you could target people in the initiative order there and hit the Nautiloid. Now, you can't really damage it with it having 1300 HP and immune to all damage. But the funny thing is, you could actually reduce this int down to 1 and then use synaptic consumption to finish it, and so that could actually kill the Nautiloid out of initiative order. I will not be wasting my time doing that here. That's just kind of a silly exploit, but I do enjoy that that is possible. Haste. We've got only one haste for grenades, so we'll use speed potions for this.
Rough tempest I will raise.
Wait a second. Gale doesn't have his third bonus action attack because he has temporary hit points because... Raven Guard. Raven Guard gives us temporary hit points which boost my effective current hit points above 50%, so the Helmet of Grit isn't active anymore. I'll need to fix that by injuring Gale a bit till that comes back. Mild nuisance there, I guess. What is this door destructible by? Slashing. I think my Error Elemental might be a decent pick for that then. I want to save my main characters to finish off those enemies. And I'm hoping there's a cluster room somewhere. Yeah, there's a good cluster we want to get to, I guess.
Unleash me. With haste.
It's Minthara who will need to jump up there first to apply Aura of Murder. I think that marks where Nautiloid will shoot or something like that. Not too concerned about it. But yeah, we'll have you jump on up too, I guess. Ballista might be able to conveniently fly in and Bloodlust kill some of them now. Okay, just the Nautiloid itself left in order, I suppose. Out of curiosity, can you open that chest? I mean, consumables we don't care about, but... Oh well. I guess the long rest potion could be useful for a party that's actually not stomping on everything at this point. I think now I have enough speed to just dash my way to the brainstem, probably. Yeah, it's through there. That should teleport people up here and then we can save the hassle, I guess. And then I guess for just maximum battling, we could walk back over there. There might be a few more Baneites, but... Might as well just get over there. And we must remember to injure Gale. It remembered we exist. I guess it's not bright enough to just fly away before we start climbing up its spinal column there. Alright, well, Gale, it's time to injure you. We might need to recast your protection from evil and good afterward. We'll see.
John, not sure.
There we go. That's fine.
Can't give up now.
Alright, well, let's see if there's any more absolutists left to mop up on this side. Might have been made untraversable when we got here. I'm not sure. We'll try it.
The path is set.
Don't walk into the fire, guys. Okay. Usually there would be some enemies down there, I think. So that's fine. We will do the final battles next time.
What's going on?
Thank you for watching, everyone. And a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. Keely, Master Knight DH, Jackie, Enlino, Travis, Andrew Curzon, Trubsy, Oliver, Croniche, Jago, Avocado Sandwich, Gregory, Broken Box, Jenna M, Just Becca, Jack, Nubiana, Nicholas Schmuck, Kostya Nesterovich, Frederick Brune, Emperor Kong 420, Robin, Stefan Van Zyl, Eddie, Mina, Ali Kasamoglu, Skylar Sauce, Nick Myers, Emp Ninjas, Chupaton, Diabetic Cat, Marvin Fang, Max, Afro Zamurai, Lodestone, Bic Mars, Brad, IJ23, Rodrigo Lopez Dato, The Coding Owl, Silent, Eldritch, Zadira, Nicholas Halden, Michael Meineke, Joe, Michael Piccone, Cosima, and Eduardo. Have a great day, everyone.